Namaste, this is an old video idea from my archives which I wanted to make as soon as the video was uploaded. The video, which is the focus of today's video, was uploaded 2 months ago. Okay, let me give you a little bit of context. First of all, if you do not know yet, you must know Mark Rober. He is an amazing engineer who worked for NASA and then he quit there. Now he is serving a large number of people on YouTube through his amazing creative engineering skills. His videos are very intriguing, well thought, planned and executed, and hence amazing to watch. And one of his recent videos is the focus of today's video. Mark Rober uploaded a video of a smart piano which can play music on its own, and not only that, it can even speak. You can watch this video linked up here or in the description box so that you can understand the workings of the piano. However, the focus of this video is that when a machine can play music, what does that even mean to musicians? Can machines replace musicians? So to answer these questions, let me dive a little deep into what's happening here. And before I explain further, I'd like to share that I have already written a blog titled Are You Truly an Artist? So it explains who is truly an artist. And along its lines, I believe there are 3 key aspects that are must-haves for any artist. So 1, technical skill. So for example, I am a violinist and I should be able to play violin. Whatever I think, I should be able to play that on my violin. That is the technical skill. And technical skill can be one or many. And the next aspect is create. You should use that technical skill you have, one or many, and make something out of it through your creativity and imagination. If you just have a technical skill and you're not creating anything, you are just a skilled person, that's all. You're not an artist. You're not at all an artist. An artist is someone who knows how to use that skill he has, that technical skill he has, to express himself. So what is creativity? Essentially, it is about self-expression, right? What is music about? It is about expression. It is about emotions. So it is that person who is able to express himself and his emotions through his technical skill. He is an artist. And the third aspect is that he's not just creating and keeping it to himself. He's sharing it to people. He's sharing it to people. He's serving through his art, right? So that is the third key aspect of an artist. So he has to share what he has. I think if a person doesn't share what he's created with people, I think he is either insecure or selfish. It's as simple as that. So that's the gist of my blog, and those are the 3 key aspects which can act like a litmus paper test for seeing whether a person is truly an artist. And I'm not talking about the status quo artist here. Someone might be called as an artist, but is he truly being an artist? Okay, with that said, I want to come back to our questions. Can machines replace musicians? First of all, here the piano is playing music. It's not creating music. It's not making music. So this shows us that machines are incapable of creating something on their own, making something out of their creativity and imagination. I think machines will never get imagination and creativity. I think creativity and imaginations are out of reach for artificial intelligence. I think that separates human intelligence and artificial intelligence. We humans are unique in that way because we have imagination and creativity. Those are the 2 super powerful tools we have been blessed with, but still we don't recognize them and use them properly. So what's happening here is that the piano is already ingested with the musical notes or the data it requires, MIDI notes that are fed in through the software itself by the software engineer. So in this video, the Mark Rober's piano is attempting to play the toughest music composition of all time. But who fed that and who created that music? It is humans again. I think machines can never ever replace musicians. But again, are you truly a musician? You have to ask that question and analyze, do you have all those 3 key aspects? Okay, let's take it even further. Suppose, let's say a machine creates music out of its own creativity and imagination. Again, that won't happen because machines won't get creativity and imagination. But let's just assume for a while. So it creates music through its own creativity and imagination. So what then? Then it might replace a musician who is making music, only music. But a musician's identity is not only linked to music. Musician is not just limited to the identity of musician, right? He is a person even without being a musician. Even though music has occupied so much of his identity, but still there is identity beyond music. So what I'm trying to say is, so for example, you take machine and a person. Let's take myself as an example. So I'm an artist, and there is a machine that can create on its own original music. Let's hope that never happens, and it will never happen, of course. So it can create music, but can it film itself through cinematic lighting, and it can film itself in outdoor shootings, or can it edit those footages to make a cinematic music video and then upload it to YouTube? Can it manage its own brand? Can it actually be a person, we are asking, right? It can never be that. So this connects to creativity again. So how does creativity occur in a human brain? It's because of the life experiences he's going through, right? The expression he wants to convey is due to his life experiences. So if a person is not a person, he does not have creativity and imagination. He does not have anything to express at all, because he hasn't seen life, and he doesn't want to convey something to the audience which he hasn't experienced yet, right? So in other words, if a machine wants to replace a musician, it needs to become a human first. And becoming human involves getting life experiences, because it does not have emotions and expressions. Without emotions and expressions, there is no place for creativity. And of course, creativity is out of reach. Creativity and imagination are out of reach for the artificial intelligence. So that's what I believe the future of AI will be. Even though it can replace any skilled person, so it can replace anyone, but it cannot replace creativity and imagination. We are not only talking about human intelligence and artificial intelligence here. We are saying it cannot become human because it does not have human experiences, right? So in order to become a musician, it needs creativity and imagination, and it needs emotion and expression. And in order to have all that, it needs to become a human. It needs to have all these sense organs, all these parts of our body to experience what life feels like. And if everybody knows it's a robot, who will interact it with like a human? So it does not actually experience like a human being. So without those experiences, it can never ever become human. And if it cannot become a human, it can never become a musician. All of this is directing towards the topic that is generalist versus specialist. So if you are a specialist, you can be replaced. Robots are even performing surgery on humans now. So there is no hard skill that you can acquire which cannot be replaced by a robot. Only thing robots cannot replace is yourself. It's your own unique characters. It's your own mixture of skills. It's not just one skill, right? That's what we are talking about here. Generalist versus specialist. So if you're just making music and just doing nothing else apart from making music, then probably you will be easily replaced by a machine. But you're not that, because you experience life and you not only create music, but also you might be a dancer, you might be a blogger, you might be a filmmaker, you might be a scientist. Can a robot be a part-time scientist and then create music? No, it's not possible. It's only possible to humans. We are diverse, and that diversity is another aspect which separates human and machines. So to summarize this video, there are 3 aspects which machines can never mimic from humans. 1 is creativity and imagination. So it cannot occur because 2, it does not have expressions and emotions because it does not have life experiences. And 3, it is not diversified. It can be a specialist, but it cannot be a generalist. And by making it clear what machines cannot do, we are also making it clear what we should be focusing on. We as a musicians, an artist, whoever it might be, should be focusing more on these 3 things. Creativity and imagination, that is using your technical skills to create something that is original, that is out of your 2, that is expression and emotions. So that is what is making you, right? Your life experiences have made you. So make use of that and create something original. And the third aspect is, if you be a generalist, you are less likely to be replaced by a machine. So I believe this video has brought to you some value to you as an artist. And with that said, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.